raise my voice to the sky. Oh, liberty, shout for the free, let it ring you the cry. I'm gonna fight it on out, fight for you and me. Lift up, lift up, hear me singing now what we're battling for, living free and brave now and evermore. On hallowed grounds where our forefathers trod, marching on to the beat of our heart's resolve. We're breaking these chains, oh history's embrace. Rise it up, standing tall for our rights in the light or the storm, holding tight to the truth that our spirit.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the last episode of the month, which is when we do the giveaways and single source mixes. So your mixes are based on getting from all one location so that someone can go and mix your mix by just going to one place, buy all the flavorings and get them. Good thing is there's a few places like DIY Canada carries most things that both Nomz and Bill City do, plus more. Most of the time, you're safe if you get them from one of the others, like Bull City or Nomz. A lot of times you can make all three, the big ones. But it can be single source as in direct from a manufacturer or single source as in jungle flavors as well. Flavor jungle flavors, whichever you prefer to call it. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. And yeah, it's been a really, really fun week. Wait until Cassie's corner later. I think she's got some stuff for you.
L's to the yeah, I do.
And you got a hippie hand. Yeah, we didn't get a lot going on. It's been a little quieter, but that's normal. Every spring it gets a little quieter. People typically hit more of the replay than they do live. It's that time of year. Try to get out there and do stuff. Like I know Hippie might leave us early to go and spend some time with the wifey here. So
oh yeah.
Let's see. Kerplop was first today. Congratulations, Kerplop. And Lady Liberty's in there. Echo Dub. Neil technically is third. This lady doesn't count. Hey, Dusty. Rocky Tooney. And Odie Duda. That's on location, doesn't that count? Odie, not quite, but okay. Got from one location. They were all in my closet. But no, it's a fun day of mixing because this one here is one that can, if you, especially, I try to make it not overly complicated on this day on purpose as well. I know Bob likes to pick on it, but there's a reason for that. The new mixers coming in and they want to get all the ingredients one place quickly and they want to mix it and they don't want a really elaborate mix. They can do it really easily. Also, yeah, giveaway. Put in your send in your chat name as well as your name and your email address you get used for Bull City. If you're going to do the Bull City one. Now, if you're going to if you only want the other one, well, then we can figure that out. But yeah, if you only want if you want Nomz or DIY Canada gift card instead on the one off of my win, then we'll figure that out. But anyhow, yeah. So, anyways, we got a few for tonight. I see Echo Dub. Whenever Echo Dub's here, I know there's going to be something interesting. I don't think he's ever let me down on that. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to put a question in chat really quickly before I get going. No, no, I don't want that. The wrong button. All right. Okay, I'm going to put a question in chat for you guys. I want to actually know the answers. And I'm sure the companies would like this as well.
You know, I can't see chat. If anybody in the chat sends me a message or whatever, I'm on my mobile, so I can't see chat.
Neil.
So if y'all could, if somebody asks me a question, you know, let me know.
And the question I did put in chat is which distro do you use most often? Bull City, Nomz, or DIY Canada? Those are the big three, in my opinion. I mean, there's also Flavor Jungle as well, but it isn't typically a go-to because they mostly are focusing on their own flavorings nowadays. So it doesn't carry the variety it used to. Yeah, prepping the special vapor there, of course. So I'm kind of curious on how that works out. I mean, being in the
Okay.
States, Bull City would make the most sense, but I know some people really still prefer, even with a workaround, to go to Noms. So, and DIY Canada does have the most flavors. I did not know that until Odie put out the offline flavor stash with the list. I didn't realize how many more flavors DIY Canada has than the other two. I thought that I actually thought Noms had more. They have 1,200 and some odd flavors versus Bull City were 1,100 and some odd flavors. And then you got DIY Canada coming over 1,900. Now, whether or not they're all in stock, you might have to message them, see if they can get it in stock. Remember that if you don't see something in stock, let them know. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting it out and working it. But yeah.
All right. I'm here. I'm present. I was typing out my notes to Frank, and then he's messaged me like right at the end, and he's like, "Oh, could you attach it to the email with the spreadsheet?" I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" He's like, "As you're sitting here typing away, lol." So I
Oh
copied
yeah,
it.
I didn't send them an email. Actually, I sent them a direct message. So I probably should send it to you.
Well, he wants you to email it with our notes attached, so I'm gonna have to send you my notes. I copied them, and I'm gonna paste them, and I'll send them to you so you can
I'll do that at
attach
the
them.
end. Yeah, there are some real winners in this beta, so I can't wait for this beta to come out and to become real because there are a few doozies. I'm not going to deny it, but there's a few that are actually winners came out of this. ELR has what do we got?
1,266,622 flavors. I don't believe so because there aren't even that many available.
And 75% of those are misspellings of the original flavor. Yeah, or
Oh wait, he
the
said
numbers.
ELR. I thought it said BCF. I'm behind. Never mind. Look at that.
Yeah, there is a lot of good ones on this one.
Yeah,
A
there are.
lot of fucking good ones.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't let you know what they are until they officially announce to come out. But yeah, just some good ones. There's a few I think he needs to send back and work on a little. They're okay, but I know they can do better. I'm hoping they do that. And there's a few that are just dumpster fires. Uh, there's like 3 bad dumpster fires in that one, really bad ones. So see, let's go start going over these. Let me double check and make sure no new ones have come in to add them. Like I said, it's not a lot tonight to go over. So
You
oh wait
forgot
a
the
minute, we
first
gotta do
segment is liquid drink.
yes, yes, I can do the first segment.
Welcome to Liquid Dreams Drink of the Day. What tasty beverage are we going to consume this evening on the show? If there is a recipe for this beverage, link should be available at anadvocateforliberty.com.
And I don't even know what we got.
So we
So,
have coconut rum with grape juice and then topped off with some raspberry ginger ale for just a touch of raspberry brightness and some effervescence. Look at that. I'm pulling out big words today. And coffee. There you go.
oh yeah.
Yes,
Well,
Neil,
that's
I
what
believe he is. I got a nice cube. No, there's no goddamn milk and honey in my coffee. That's disgusting. Bad enough I'm gonna have to single flavor test it for this goddamn butterscotch series.
I am going to leave up the that questionnaire for a while till later on in the segments, maybe even for the whole stream, because I really want to know the answer to this, and I think that this is a really good opportunity to have this up so that I can let them know. It looks like Bull City is actually taking the lead here from this group. But usually later on in the show, I want to leave it on later on because then we start to get some of the UK people hopping in the morning. I mean, not
No, we're
everybody
not gonna
stays up
start at
all night like
3%.
see. Not everybody stays up like Echo Dub all night long.
Oh, have fun with your grandkids, Dusty.
Have fun. Again, we might be joined by somebody tonight if he can get home in time. He's still on his way home. We might get somebody to, pick someone's brain tonight, which I can't wait. But
At least he didn't just straight up forget again.
at least it's not. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I have kids, and it's Easter. Oh yeah, that's important.
Sorry, Wayne. Love you, but dirt.
All
Dirt.
right, we'll start off right here with this one though. We got all at Nomz. Hashtag AFL single source mixes from Echo Dub. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I see one thing in here at least. Okay, so we're all Nomz single source mixes. Not a real name here going on, so it's just kind of something. Banana sweet cream from 101 and 0.7. You know what? We have that. I've never used it that I know of. The banana sweet cream.
Hey, John McClintock. I've been thinking about using it, and then I keep forgetting every time I make a banana recipe.
I really need to test that one because we didn't have that one back when we did the bananas on Noted. I didn't have that then. Bavarian cream flavor West at 2. We got compote strawberry from SSA at, excuse me, 2. And here's where it gets a little bit different. Cottage cheese from SSA at 0.75. Although this is almost like a wet cream. It really is. 0.75. Sabayon from BSO at 0.2. And Sweetness Fulvora at 0.5. So we got like a banana strawberry cream with that Sabayon, which has got that isn't that the one with a wine-like flavor to it? If I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah. It wasn't planned out. I just threw this together, some banana and strawberry. Used cottage cheese to give it strawberry a little bit more tartness and some Sabayon, just a tiny amount to help the banana stand out a little bit. A nice simple mix. I can easily vape all day. I use sweetener, but maybe you can leave it out. Interesting. That is not your typical like strawberry and banana mix, that's for sure. That's different.
Leave it
I'm
to
glad it turned out good. Yeah.
scratching our
Like-
heads, going, huh?
I gotta think. Hi Kim.
Hey,
I gotta
Kim.
think on how. Have you ever tried to put someone in someone's mindset? I've been trying with Echo Dub and I cannot do it. Something about the way he thinks things through. But yet, some of them are real winners. But the way you think things through, you think outside the box. I like that.
He definitely gives us some head scratchers. I'm not gonna lie, but they're good head scratchers. They're like, I never thought of that. That sounds weird, but interesting.
Yeah, it's I like it. I mean, you remember way back in a long time ago, for me now, before I started all the single flavor testing, I used to think outside the box a lot more. Now I'm always thinking about what are the perfect pairings. Always my answer now. What's the perfect pairing? What's the most realistic I can get out of this?
I think
And
that's the problem with
that's-
single flavor testing, though, is because you've tested them all, so you know what they taste like, and so you don't think outside the box as much.
I try to go for authentic, and that actually makes it zones me in very, very deeply zones me in. So don't worry, we got more here. We got Captain's Gummies. Hashtag AFL single source from Hungry Hippo. Captain's Gummies. So is this like Captain Crunch Gummies? Or something different? Blueberry flavor West at 1. Flavor? Dragon fruit from TPA at 1. Okay, going for the multi-fruit. Marshmallow TPA at 1.5. Sour blue raspberry wonder flavors at 3. Strawberry gummy candy wonder flavors at 4. We're getting quite an array of like fruit salad-y, almost like like bright fruit salad here. Super sweet from Cap at 0.75. A vanilla swirl TPA at 1. This is one of those instances where I think the vanilla swirl is really going to do you justice because the way it does mute a little bit. These might have a little edge that's going to smooth them all out and make them blend nicely together. That's a good place for using that.
Sounds
Captain's
like a
Gummy.
mixed berry.
Yeah,
Enjoy
mixed
the
berry with
game,
some tropical
Poppy.
fruit.
Yeah, that sounds good, actually.
Captain's Gummy is a juicy, candy-inspired e-liquid crafted to deliver vibrant berry essence of crunchberry cereal and reimagined as a chewy gummy treat. This recipe blends strawberry gummy candy, wonder flavors of 4%, and sour blue raspberry wonder flavors candy and Wonder flavors at 3%. To form the core gummy profile, infusing the sweet strawberry and tangy blue raspberry for a bold, fruit-forward punch that captures the iconic crunch berry taste. Blueberry flavor west at 1% adds depth to the berry medley, enhancing the complexity, while dragon fruit TPA 1% introduces a refreshing, juicy wetness to keep the vape lively and hydrated. Marshmallow TPA at 1.5 creates a soft, chewy mouthfeel, amplifying the gummy texture without cereal-like dryness. Vanilla Swirl TPA provides a smooth, creamy backbone, grounding the fruits with a velvety finish. A touch of super sweet 0.5 makes the berry and candy flavors pop to ensure the vibrant, satisfying sweetness. As a result, the lush gummy candy vape bursting with juicy berry notes, offering a playful, nostalgic nod to cereal-inspired bliss. Off the shake, blue ras forward, slightly throaty. Blue ras forward, interesting. Slightly throaty. If you're sensitive to ras, you might need to steep this one out. It's pretty delicious. I'm not getting the gummy note I was hoping for. It's leaning more towards a hard candy. I'll have to mix another bottle of this to steep. The 15 milliliter tester I made will be gone by the end of the day. Possible adjustments for future vape. Sour Blue Raspberry at 3%, juice to 2.5. Crunch Berry TPA, add 1.5%. Candy from FE at 1%. Vanilla Swirl TPA, swap for vanilla pudding flavor at 1.5. Yeah, that might be rounding it out and causing the gummy to go away, is with the vanilla swirl. That same muting effect does take away some of the gummy aspect.
Yeah, he
Might be a
said
good
in
idea.
the chat here, been vaping it all day. I agree about the swirl. I took my V2 notes and tried vanilla pudding. Isn't the same as vanilla swirl. And Rocky is saying that to try the marshmallow candy from Wonder Flavor.
Yep, marshmallow candy might help, or maybe try one of the tropical or citrus gummies from Wonder Flavors to add that gummy, because they actually have some of the most gummy texture.
Mm-hmm.
Add a little bit of that might boost your gummy up too for you. But yeah, that actually, it still looks like it'd be tastes really good. You're talking about just a bright mixed berry with like a little bit of tropical notes, slightly from the dragon fruit added in, getting the tropical like touches. And vanilla swirl smooth that out, but it also probably is smoothing out your gummy. And the sour blue raspberry is not really a gummy either, so you only really have the one gummy in there. And that strawberry gummy candy is more of a syrup than most of the gummies than it is an actual gummy.
And Odie is suggesting 27 bears.
27 bears, yep, or
Okay.
27 fish.
Yeah, 27 fish.
Yep. But like I said, if you're gonna go the tropical, you could either add it to the dragon fruit or replace the dragon fruit with one of those tropical gummies from Wonder Flavors. You might get an actual better gummy worm candy would be another one that's kind of neutral. That's sitting right in front of me. And the citrus gummy candy right here. That's probably the one I'd use if I was going to do that. I just made the mix last week with them. That's why they're out.
BFF, don't be a bitch. Love you.
Still looks like it tastes good.
He said he has the 27 bears and the Wonder Flavor marshmallow candy is out in the way. So
I
let us
got a
know how that
squirrel
turns out,
staring
Hippo.
at me right now as we speak. A squirrel is staring at me.
Well, he knows a good nut when he sees one.
He's right at the corner of the backyard on the fence, looking over the fence, staring at me.
Well, maybe he knows you're a nut and he's going to try to store you for winter.
As
Starting
long as you're
early.
not a bad nut, he doesn't throw you down the hole, you're good.
He's already been digging in my damn potted plants and shit. Little bastard.
Yeah, make eye contact, like Mike's saying. Make eye contact. You know, that doesn't
You
work
gotta
for
do
me.
it right.
Hold on. Do you remember the eye contact I made with that squirrel out here in the berry bushes, hon?
Yeah. My headband
I
is
have
making-
video. Doesn't I have video of that? That eye
I have
contact?
video of that. Because you're
Yeah.
yelling at the squirrel from less than a foot away from it. You go, stop eating my fucking berries. Get out of there. And he just looked at us and kept going. He was fine. He didn't give a shit.
Right next to him. Did not care. And I was not being quiet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Echo said if the squirrel starts talking to Hippie, then it's the devil's lettuce. And Odie said the squirrel just wants a hit.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
I
that's all right.
contacted at 22.
No, I got too many houses that are too close. I got my pellet gun, my pellet rifle.
Neil said, haven't you ever watched Rick and Morty? The squirrels run everything. I remember that episode. Yep.
All right, so we got another one here. We got taffy with that extra F. F E from BCF. Hashtag AFL from Rocky Tooney. We got banana from Flavora 0.5. So that's just to add that texture. Banana cream LA at 2.5. Okay. I used that tonight too.
Which
Cotton
banana
candy
cream?
LA. Lorenz.
Okay.
Or Lorna's if you're getting it up Bull City. I mean, Nomz. Cotton candy jelly bean from Wonder Flavors at 1.5. Marshmallow candy from Wonder Flavors, SC, both of those at 1. And Super Sweet Pearl at 0.5. He doesn't use sweetener often, but I think you need that to kind of pull off that effect of a taffy.
What's the
Make this
cotton candy jelly bean doing? Just adding sweetness and texture?
texture,
Yeah.
more texture than anything with that one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
And
see
yeah,
that now.
the cotton candy kind of pulls off that kind of sugary texture of a.
Yeah. It took me a minute to register that one. Yeah. It's been a while since I've used that flavor. That's a good call.
So is
Smooth,
it weird that
creamy.
3 of us all use that banana cream LA tonight?
It is smooth, creamy flavor of classic banana taffy. Huge shout out to Nick Nevins for lending me his taffy base for this one. Thanks, brother. Link to Nick's taffy base, which we will go over in a second, and all flavors purchased at Bull City. And let's see Nick's taffy base here. We'll open it right up. Nick's taffy base. Cotton candy jelly bean Wonder Flavors at 1.5 and marshmallow candy Wonder Flavors at 1. I unfortunately can't use that as a taffy base. But if you're not sensitive to cotton candy, it's fine. I taste nothing but the burnt sugar. It's just me. I just get that no, because I've tried it, and I realized that with Rockies too. That cotton candy jelly bean for me, it is supposed to be a texture thing, but I get a little of that burnt cooked sugar note, which doesn't fit in a taffy. So for me, it throws it off. Like I said, thinking outside the box has gotten ruined for me.
The only thing we have successfully used that cotton candy jelly bean is as a sweetener in vodka
But yeah, that's delicious in vodka.
with a little bit of that blood orange from VSO and some sour. Ooh, shut your mouth, son.
That was really good.
Oh,
Don't forget.
He's supposed to call me. I forgot. Damn. He's
Don't
supposed to call
forget
me.
to put in for your gift cards right there in the pinned comment, and get in there and let us know which one of the big 3 distros you use. I'm curious. And I'm sure they would like to know. I know that Duchess typically, I think, uses DIY Canada, so he'd be on that vote. And we get a fair share of people here that use only Nomz because they're on the other side of the pond. But there's also a lot of people over here that I use Nomz again. And although it is a little confusing the first time you try to use the workaround, it isn't as bad as you think.
No.
You just gotta not get in your own head. That's the biggest trick.
Because it's all in your head.
If you got that in my head now, don't do that. I got sunshine,
Hell yeah. Good song.
Yeah.
Damn, who sings that? Damn it. What's the name of that song?
The Gorillas.
Clint Eastwood,
What's the name of the song?
Clint Eastwood.
What's the name of the song?
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, okay.
By the Gorillas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that damn song.
In our regular playlist.
Hey, Steve-O.
That is unfortunate, but I feel like Nomz is doing the same thing, Steve-O, because at one point they had a lot more flavors than they have now. I think they're starting to try to narrow it down. The ones that just don't sell rather than have them on a shelf so they can go bad. They're trying to get rid of some of the clearance, make some more room, and then try to keep the ones that sell the best. Which makes it more difficult when you're doing like, I do and try to collect them like Pokemon. It makes it a little harder.
Gotta catch them all.
I'll go over mine before I let her go over hers.
How rude.
So I did a coconut banana cheesecake. So BCF or Nomz you can order from. I think you can probably also get them at DIY Canada. I believe these are basic flavors. So yeah, banana cream LA at 4%. I went the full on median with this one because I wanted that banana to show up. Cheesecake with graham, perlum, 2%. Super sweet perlum at 0.5. Toasted coconut cheesecake from perlum at 2.5, and that is all the coconuts in this. Just like a little bit of, you'll see the picture down below. It kind of fits it right. And yes, we can cheesecake in Awera at 2.5 to add to the creaminess and the cheesecake texture. And literally, it tastes like that. It really does. I'm vaping it right now, and that is not going to last. I'm already probably down 5 mils since I made it right before the show. It's yum. Enough said. And that was it. The description needed nothing more. This is yummy. It's just yummy. It's simple. You can kick it up there. It's not too much for a new mixer to mix. Remember we just said the other day, 3 to 5 flavors, 4 flavors, and a sweetener. Oh yeah.
When did you make that one public?
Today.
Okay, I'm gonna look on your ELR when I have a chance.
I was gonna say I'll put it in chat, but
good.
that's not gonna really help you because you're not in chat.
What?
But yeah, that's yummy.
Yeah. Oh, he said he'd put the recipe in chat, but that's not going to help you because you can't see the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hun. I know you have at least 2.
I'm going to go over a third one. It's not hashtag. Oh, did I remember to hashtag that banana one?
I only see 2 hashtags, but maybe the third. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I fucked something up.
And if anybody has anything, just let me know in chat if it's on a different calculator. Because I mean, we don't really go over the other calculators much, but it doesn't mean that they don't exist. I am working on ATF and learning it. It is a learning curve to try and use all the features.
Sorry, I didn't want to like show my messaging with Frank on the screen, so I had to switch it real quick. So I made a peanut butter milkshake because I made an ice cream base with the taffy peanut butter from Wonder Flavors. It wasn't sweet at all because I didn't put enough sugar in it, but I didn't miss the sugar, and it's just such a delicious, creamy peanut butter ice cream. So I wanted a milkshake. Buttercream peanut butter Wonder Flavor at 1.5. French vanilla thick Wonder Flavor at 1. Milkshake cap at 2.5. Super sweet perlum at 1. Taffy peanut butter from Wonder Flavors at 2. Vanilla bean ice cream from Flavor West at 3. Vanilla gelato Italian Wonder Flavor at 2.5. And whipped cream SSA at 1. I believe you can get all these flavors at Nomz as well, but you can definitely get all these flavors at BCF. And then that's my picture.
That ice cream base looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And then we were talking on Benny about our first ever public recipes. So I was looking at it and I made a V2 and improved it after, almost 2 years. So it's a banana milkshake with butterscotch. I've got the banana SC Nomz at 2. Banana LA, or banana cream LA, excuse me, at 4. Caramel Flavora at 0.5. French vanilla thick Wonder Flavor at 1. Milkshake cap at 1.5. Smoke butterscotch Flavora at 1. Super sweet perlum at 1. Vanilla bean ice cream Flavor West at 3. Vanilla gelato Italian Wonder Flavor at 1. And whipped cream SSA at 1. And I know that picture's going to drive Tim absolutely nuts because of the outside of the glass, but that's why I
At least
made
it's
it.
not of course you did.
And I will pull up the original right quick just to show you what I changed. So originally I had the banana raw VSO at 2 as my only banana, and I used the butterscotch raw VSO at 1/2. So I switched out the bananas and I switched out the butterscotch for the smoked butterscotch and Flavora caramel.
You expanded on your recipe, like you added the smoked butterscotch. For what reason?
Because
Make 'em
I
BCF.
love that smoked butterscotch. And I really enjoy it with banana, so I wanted to try it in this milkshake.
Okay.
And I back it with the Flavora caramel just to bring it out.
Yeah.
Plus,
that's
this
a good
original's not all BCF, whereas the other one is.
call. Yeah.
Right.
That's
That
a
was the
good
reason
call
I
with the
changed the
caramel too.
banana to the Nomz banana, so it was all available at Nomz. Because unfortunately, You can't
That
here.
that smoked butterscotch flavor. That's a
I love
flavor
it.
that I haven't used it in years. And it was one of those flavors back then when it first came out that I got. Uh, that I didn't back then. I remember I didn't really get into it. You know, it was kind of different. It was way different from all the butterscotches I ever had back in the day when it came out. And I'm gonna have to revisit that flavor because there's some ideas that I have that I need a little edge, a little smokiness.
I love that flavor. That's that was the first one I used and posted like on Reddit for Odie's flavor generator. And yeah, I'd say it's downright one of my favorite butterscotches, period. But you have to want that smoky note. It is there. It's not
Right,
going to work
yeah.
if you're going for a full-on candy. It's not going to taste right. You have to
And I
want like
probably
a cooked
won't
butterscotch.
use like she used 1% in that recipe, and I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, damn, that's pretty strong for
Yeah,
smoked
that's a little bit
butterscotch.
high, but I like to use it at 1% high like that when I'm throwing it at a milkshake because that creaminess from the milkshake and then the creaminess of
Tones it
the
down.
banana tones it
Yeah.
right down. I
I
just knuckled
got you.
it and it is
Okay.
beautiful. I can't wait to get this nitrous here rewick so I can start vaping this shit 'cause
Yeah,
it is good.
I went for like a peanut butter cupish style like ice cream when I made my ice cream.
Mhm.
I used Wonder Flavors dark chocolate ice cream and peanut butter buttercream, both Wonder Flavors for my flavors, my base for my ice cream, real ice cream base. And then I added cocoa nibs and honey roasted peanuts as a mix in with the you can mix it in to give it that extra chocolatiness and a little bit of those honey roasted peanuts are just good. And yum, freaking yum. Love it.
Hi, Tommy.
Tommy, it's like I just heard your voice recently.
Yeah, I feel like I just saw your face like what, an hour and a half ago ish?
That.
If that, like an hour and a half ago.
Hey, Buster Bell.
Hey, Buster. And I'm gonna go over this other one. It is technically not for the show, but I was just craving a nice bright blueberry lemonade. So if it wasn't for these two flavors here, I could have done it for the show. But anyway, blueberry flavor west at 3, blueberry medicine flower at 1/4, crisp citrus soda VSO at 2, lemonade flavor at 3, super sweet Perlum at 0.5, and zesty lemon cap at 1.
See, damn it, you're really, really kicking ass on stuff like that. I've got to fucking order that zesty lemon. Damn it,
Oh, you
I
do.
still haven't gotten
Really
around
do.
to ordering that flavor. And damn, you're coming up with some really kick-ass looking recipes. I'm wanting to mix. That shit sounds good, actually.
And
That
I
zesty
melted
lemon,
that
there's
yesterday. It's still a little astringent from the medicine flower because it does take like at least 5 days to steep out, and I just mixed it Wednesday. But I can taste it's going to be so bright with a nice juicy blueberry to it, and it's it's going to be
that zesty lemon
banging.
doesn't have a replacement. It's unique. It's like
Yeah.
the closest one. And then if you go to lime root, that spicy lime from FA, the new spicy lime is the zesty lime.
Mhm.
Just the closest one
My
there.
new favorite pairing is that sweet lime from Nomz with that spicy lime from FA, and the lemonade flavora. Well, any lemon with that zesty lemon because it just brings that perfect little tang to it.
Yeah, that bitter bite that you get from like a zest.
I'm having a love affair with zesty lemon and spicy lime right now.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Look at that hippie, she's cheating on me.
They taste better than you do. No, just kidding. Oh, actually, not really.
You're saying you'd rather have zesty lemon than lambas bread.
Oh, a fuck ton more than lambas bread. Are you kidding me? That flavor can burn in hell.
A zesty lemon also works really good in bakeries if you want like a zesty lemon. Like if you ever have like a banana nut bread, you want to add a little like you put lemon zest in the bread batter, works.
Like I made that blueberry lemon bread with that zesty lemon to back it up, and it was so good. It was so good.
All right. We did not plan ahead because of everything going on this week, which we'll get into during Cassie's Corner. So there will be no top three this week of a flavor profile because I didn't pick one ahead and we didn't think about one and have time to think on it. So we're going to skip that one for this week. But if you want to have suggestions for what flavor profile you'd like to know what everybody's top three on the panel is, and maybe even some chat's answers, let us know. Send it into the mixer's mailbox, gmail.com, which actually I will hit that button.
Welcome to the Mixer's Mailbox, where you can send questions about mixing, suggestions for future themes, or flavor profiles you would like to see on top three from each panelist segment of the show. The Mixer's Mailbox is available at anadvocateforliberty.com. Get to the chopper now.
There, Mixer's Mailbox bumper. But you asked when I was in the middle of it. But yeah.
And because we didn't prepare, why don't we just have them suggest something in the chat, like, and just grab something from chat for the top threes?
We can try that, but that does make it a little more complicated. But
yeah, whatever. Think on our feet. Come on.
Here comes Odie.
Have a good one, Echo.
If you want to do breads, I can tell you the dumpster fire. We just went over it.
You're
Actually,
going to make me puke.
Although,
Ooh,
ironically,
cherry.
some people love that flavor. Cherry, that's a
that's
tough
a
one.
tough one, Neil.
Dumpster fire, 99%. Dumpster fire.
All right.
There it is.
So the maraschino cherry raw from VSO
It's excellent.
is amazing.
One of the SSAs.
There's one that's not bad if it comes out,
What,
but
are
you
y'all
can't
trying
talk
to-
about it
Are
yet.
y'all saying cherry flavors?
Yeah, cherry flavors, your top three. And if you have a dumpster fire is easy. That's like most.
Tart cherry Capella.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little
not a
Ludensy,
bad
but it's
cherry,
not
really.
a little Ludensy, but it's definitely not that full on cough medicine.
Yeah, there's no cough medicine on that one, and it blends well.
There's an SSA one too. Let me look here. One of the SSAs.
It's good to use like in a tropical punch or something, you know?
Yep. But the one of the SSAs is almost exactly the same boat. It's not really, it's no little Ludens, but it's not bad.
Odie said FA black cherry, but not as a standalone.
The black cherry.
Oh, SSA bright cherry. Rocky just dropped it in the chat.
Oh yeah, the right cherry. That's the one. Yep. That's actually pretty much straight up Ludens, which not a bad Ludens. But yeah, that black cherry for me, if it's mixed right, like I tried Zippy's base for it, cherry base, not bad, but it is a little cough syrupy. But yeah, those are probably the top three for me. Yeah, my favorite is maraschino cherry from Raw. It actually is. It actually tastes a little more like a regular cherry. And the nice thing was that stood out. Remember when I made that cherry ice cream? Chocolate cherry ice cream?
Yeah, that was good.
It tasted like the cherry wasn't a part of it. It didn't mix with the cream and make it like you're eating a cherry flavored ice cream. It's like you eating a vanilla ice cream with a cherry. It's unique. Stood out like that. I haven't tried those medicine flower cherry, but I have heard it's good.
Yeah, I can't speak to those because we haven't tried them. But you use that maraschino cherry and the chocolate chunks in that ice cream, and they both stood out. It was like great.
Inawera cherries aren't bad either.
But my favorite cherry I've ever tried wasn't even cherry. Tim made that plumful in the bum, and I swear to you, it tasted like a chocolate covered cherry without the fucking chocolate. It was amazing and I loved it, but it didn't taste like plum. It tasted like cherry.
Well, see, my old cherry go-to back in the day was TFA's plum with pineapple a touch of pineapple, and that would make your cherry.
Yeah, what I think is the vanilla pudding, the way it worked with the plum, was what really did it. That one. Because VSO plum with vanilla pudding from Flavora, and I think the combination kind of gave it a cherry essence more than it gave it. Well, that's candied cherry essence, full on candied version.
You just gotta add like a little bit of that creamy chocolate shell flavor, and you've got a perfect chocolate covered fucking cherry. Not the cream filled kind, like the cordial cherries. The
Which
good
plum
ones.
were you using?
A VSO.
VSO's plum.
Yeah. That's more like cherry. Like the Wonder Flavors plum
So you
purple.
use VSO
That's more like a
plum
rough.
and what else?
It's French vanilla thick.
Wait a minute, just for
VSO.
the cherry note. Just for the cherry note.
There wasn't supposed to be no cherry note originally. It just came out that way.
But
So
you, all right,
the
VSO
combination,
plum.
it kind of works similar to your Blue Falcon, where you weren't expecting it, but it did something different. French vanilla thick, Wonder Flavors at 1, plum VSO at 3, sweet VSO at 0.25, and vanilla pudding from Flavora at 1.5. And it does taste kind of like the center of it. It did. I was surprised myself until I didn't even realize it until she said it. That
He's
tastes
like,
a little
this
different.
doesn't taste like plum, and he's tasting it, tasting it, and tasting it. I'm like, that smells good. Here, let me try it. I was like, that's chocolate covered cherries without the chocolate tip. And he goes, oh my God. I do that to him all the time. He tries to figure it out, and then I taste it and I figure it out right away.
I've done that to you too. Don't say it's a
Tim,
way.
add a touch. I'm talking just a hint, like a 0.5% or less of pineapple to that plum, and you'll see a drastic difference in that cherry flavor. You just pick a pineapple, doesn't matter. Get a pineapple that, like, if you want your cherry to be like a little tart, use Dinnerware pineapple. If you want it sweeter, like a maraschino cherry or something, use like sweet pineapple from Capella or something, a more milder pineapple. But that pineapple is going to brighten that plum flavor up to make it even more like a cherry. Seriously, try it. You'll be amazed.
And cherry blossom from Flavora is good. I wouldn't
Yeah.
call that a full-on cherry, but yes, I like that flavor. I also like their. That makes me think of the other one. I think I mixed them together. The sweet orchid or sugared orchid. Also a good one.
Apricot does a good job of filling in the middle of a cherry mix. Odie says. But does it really, Odie, or is that all in your head?
Got sunshine. Bag.
Thank you, Rocky, for dropping that. There is he just dropped the link for the GoFundMe for Pete Jones
Yep.
to raise money for his final expenses.
The community always comes together for these type of things when people are in these spots. It's a really sad spot to be in. Fortunately, we live in a community here that knows too well what cancer is all about, how much it out of a family.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Odie.
As I say, that's kind of a dark thing to be laughing at. There,
No, I read Odie. He said my head is empty, so it has to be real. And I was laughing at that. I'm sorry. Also with that, Scott Wood, if you contact him, he's making Addy stands to raise money as well.
Yep.
They say fuck cancer.
Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. Start putting names in. Don't forget to get in on there. Send a message to the on the website to the message center, which I'll show you guys quick.
Oh.
See this little red thing here? You click on it. It's going to ask for email to verify you're not a bot. I don't see your email. That's why you got to enter your email because I won't see it. I won't know what it is. Nobody actually gets to see it. And then you send a message there giving your name in chat, your email, and the name that you usually get your Bull City if you get in the Bull City one, going in for the Bull City one. Because right now we are going into be giving it away in just a little while. The gift card for Bull City from there, and the gift card to Bull City, Nomz, or DIY Canada from me. So it'll be a choice what you want for one from me. If the second person chooses Bull City and the first person really doesn't want Bull City, we could also switch them.
You.
All right, I gotta start putting in names.
Now I can't get that damn song out of my fucking head.
You're welcome.
I'm sitting there humming it, remembering everything
had-
about
I-
that damn song now.
I hadn't looked at that yet, Rocky. I just realized you'd sent it to me, a message on there. We only have 4 or 5 so far.
Another suggestion for a flavor that got dropped up there was pumpkin. I'm gonna tell you, pure pumpkin VSO and OG pumpkin VSO. That's all you need. You try those together and thank me later. Oh, nice, Floppy. That sounds delicious. Unfortunately, with our medication, we don't digest ham so well anymore, so we try to stay away
that's
from
rough.
it.
Yeah, that does suck. We can't do that anymore.
And of course, diabetic, so we gotta stay away from carbs.
Yeah. Yeah, we only got like 5 or 6 entries here. 5 so far. So anyone else wants to get in on the giveaway, card giveaways?
Hippo said he just sent his in. If it doesn't come through, all bueno.
This is there. This is there.
Okay.
Yeah, the ELR mix along is crap. You mixed along with this one. I did not with everything going on.
It's the butterscotch banoffee, or not banoffee.
Yeah, it was something like almost
It's
like
like almost like a
caramel.
custard kind of thing. Sometimes with a crust kind of thing.
Yes, you're in
There you go, Bodino.
Budino. That's
There
what
you
it
go,
was. It's a
Tim.
weird name, Budino.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's only 5 days left until May.
Yeah, we'll actually share this quick. Rocky, mix along. April. Right here, butterscotch Budino. I gotta wonder who put that in there. Of all things, let's make it some weird random thing that no one knows what it is. Butterscotch Budino, Italian-inspired dessert, creamy butterscotch pudding or custard, often baked in a water bath, and similar to a flan, Mexican flan texture, made with milk, eggs, cornstarch, butterscotch flavoring, and can include a crust and a whipped cream topping. Yeah, that's very specific one this time. Very specific. And
Ooh, she's got bite. Oh. Yeah, so you gotta love those Duchess coil crackle, man.
Y'all see the chickens?
Yep.
Ain't they cute?
next week's gonna be anchovy pizza. Yeah, no. If only one of us would even be willing to try that. To be honest. They're getting
And it's
bigger
not
though.
me.
Oh, look how many feathers they have now. Last picture I saw of them didn't have crap for feathers.
Yeah.
So if you're curious about these chickens, get some VSO chicken. There you go.
Yeah, they're just now starting to get used to me. You know, every morning I come out and talk to them. Yeah, they're looking good, ain't they?
And we don't usually do this, but I am vaping on this. You can see my fingerprints on it, but yeah, I got the brain box out, got from Addy Tooney last year, and I took it apart and took completely apart and cleaned everything, all the contacts in it, and adjusted the screw that's in the 510 that I didn't know was there, which explains why I wasn't firing right. And now it's firing really well with a brand new vent on top with a Duchess coil in it.
All right, Floppy, you're mean.
You see that corn, Tim? They got all that corn.
Yeah, we had snow here less than a week ago, hippie.
Yeah. You
Oh,
see
you
them
show off.
tomato plants? Lord. I'm kicking
Floppy,
ass.
that's cheating.
That's cheating just because you have warm climate.
Wait a minute. Look at
What?
this.
No, I was talking to Rocky.
You ready? I'm zooming in. Hold on if I can get it zoomed in. What's that?
Fruit.
What kind of fruit?
The edible kind?
Pear?
Come on. You don't know what that is?
Is it a pear?
No. Lord, let me get around here. Look at that little thing
Peaches.
sapping out.
Peaches.
Bug got a hold of that one. They're loaded. It's loaded with peaches.
Peaches come from a tree. See, we got proof. Peaches come from a tree.
But I was talking about Rocky cheating because he said next month is milk and honey. Disclaimer,
that.
I spin the wheel. Well, I don't want it to be milk and honey, Rocky. I want it to be something delicious.
Milk and honey does not specifically mean it has to be Flavora, milk and honey.
Okay, but I can't vape any of the milks because they taste like burnt curdled milk. So therefore, I can't make a milk
you're
and
not going to
honey.
win either way. Yeah, I could make a nice milk. I made a nice milk and honey. I have a good recipe for milk and honey. It tastes pretty good.
And I get a wicked throat hit for most honeys that I don't like, so I don't use honey either. So
In a factory downtown, Steve-O.
oh. If I get that song stuck in my head,
Millions
I'm
of
going to kill
peaches.
you all.
Peaches for me. All right, so we're starting to get some people in on this.
That
Good.
song played so many fucking times a day at the gas station that I worked at. It was ridiculous. I hate that song.
The song that played the most at that gas station was that stupid X's and O's song.
Oh, that one too.
Every time I got there at nighttime and I'd be outside waiting for you, get out. And I'd be sitting out there and that's all I'd be playing on that damn loudspeaker. X's and O's.
All
X's
right,
and O's.
so
X's and
let
O's.
me really put this into context for you. I used to work at a gas station that had a Dunkin' Donuts in it. I was the baker at that Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
so I
so-
was there from 3 in the morning to 10. Went home for a few hours, came back in at 2 and worked till 6. So I was in that building like what? 8, like 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, listening to those two songs constantly. Now, if I hear them, it makes me go into murder rage.
That X's and O's song. Yeah, it was Murder Rage back then. You hated that X's and O's song back then.
Oh my God. Oh, PTSD. Hi, Alexander. No worries.
Yep.
We don't put people in timeout here for being late.
Only Cassie.
Yeah, but that's because I'm part of the show.
Why would Peaches be mad and in a van, Hippo?
Wait. Mike said he just sent his.
Yep, I got
I
it.
thought Peaches worked at the Headlight Club every Saturday night.
Yeah. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah.
Okay. Made. Can't spell. Gotcha.
All right. So here we got one more segment before the giveaway. So yeah, go ahead and get in your messages over there. Use the little message symbol thing, and it'll ask you for an email for verification you're not a bot. And send a message in with your name and your name in chat, your name, and then um, your email address used for Bull City. But we got one more corner here. Go over one more segment.
Welcome. Come and listen to what is on Cassie's mind this week. It may be something wonderful or something diabolical. Are you scared? You should be.
Yeah, and Cassie picked out that whole sound clip.
I did. We worked really hard on that to get it just right. Like, we spent a good half an hour on that. All right, so Cassie's corner this week. Fucking doctors.
Yeah, I got it, Mike.
Fucking doctors. I went and had my injection Tuesday, okay? This stupid bitch put my paperwork in the wrong spot, so they thought they already did my injection. My appointment was at 1:30. At 5 o'clock, I finally found somebody and was like, hey, I've been waiting to get my injection. My appointment's was at 1:30. I'm just kind of wondering what the heck's going on here. This is kind of ridiculous. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me go find out what's going on. She comes back out a couple minutes later and she goes, I'm cleaning a room for you right now. The doctor comes in. She goes, I'm so sorry. I put your paper in the wrong spot. And I'm like, if it was just me, I would not care. But my husband and my dogs have been waiting all this time in the car. This is ridiculous. She goes, I'm so paranoid that this is going to happen again. I'm like, yeah, you should be. Then she shoots me in the eye and like runs out of the room, and she goes, I apologize on the behalf of my whole team. I'm really sorry this happened. And then she sent the nurse in with 2 fucking lollipops for diabetics. Like, that's gonna make up for the fact that my poor dogs were stuck in a car for 6 fucking hours because she put my paper in the wrong spot. Yes, I'm super worked up right now because that really fucking pissed me off. They should not have had to sit in the car that whole time because a doctor can't do their job correctly. Yeah. And that's on top of, we had food poisoning last week. And I was still not feeling right Tuesday, so I'm sitting there not having eaten anything because my stomach was still churning, sitting there for hours in a waiting room waiting to get shot in the eye.
Yeah, the food poisoning thing was fun too. So what if we learned from this food poisoning thing? If I notice a smell that doesn't smell right, what do we not do?
Eat it.
Yeah. Like last night, we had some horseradish and bacon dip. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
Beth, you're dead to
that
me.
doesn't smell right. Doesn't smell right to me. She's like, it's just horseradish. That's why it smells like that.
Well,
No,
because
it
I
doesn't smell.
smelled it and I'm like, I smell the horseradish. It smells like that to me. And then I checked the date and it was like 2 days past. I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna toss that.
And I smelled it, and I'm gonna start not trusting your version of smell when it comes to things being bad. End of story. And
Of course, this was after I had already imbibed, so my nose is kind of stuffed up from hitting the bowl a few times.
she was gonna give herself food poisoning again.
No, I don't want to go through that again. That was not good.
It should not have been bad. I don't know what happened. It might have been the way it's prepped or something. That meat. Yeah.
It's
So,
just that one package.
and no offense, not exactly young spring chicken anymore myself, I guess. Even though I'm 21. But But
49.
Yeah, old ladies again at the grocery store and the stores, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong. And driving. Oh my God. It was bad this week again. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm not even kidding. I swear they do it on purpose. They look at you and they want attention, so they purposely block you. Grr.
Duchess, I hate you. Yeah, so there was this one, I was like going, and she just looked right at me and slowly walked in front of me, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And she just kept looking at me and going so slow, and I'm just like, I wanted to run her over.
But your eyes go like this,
Just
and you do that
telling you
rage
that
face, and they freeze like deer in headlights in front of you. That's why they go slow in front of
they're just trying to tell you youngers to just slow down, take it easy. You know, what you in a rush for? You got all day and all night, daggone it. Just take a chill
you. We have
pill.
But
puppies in the car. We do
we
not.
didn't, though, because we had dogs in the car. I mean, it was bad enough we were gonna stop at Walmart, and after Market Basket, we're like, no, fuck that. Get gas. We're going home. We do not need the stuff at Walmart that bad. If the dogs have to go a day or two without treats, they will live.
Tell them that.
I love you boys, but you will live.
To each their own. I prefer nectarines. Actually, I'm kind of with you on that. I do like nectarines. They're like sweeter. Yeah.
Man, I got a damn nectarine in the refrigerator. I bought it from the grocery store. I'm going to take the seed out of it and see if I can get it to grow. A nectarine. Hell yeah.
The thing with that Duchess is if even one of us is gone, they are super depressed and they howl and they whine. And we would have the cops like called on us for like dog abuse if we left them at home alone.
I don't trust Kato to not tear the house apart.
Yeah.
He gets really worked up when I'm gone. Can't imagine what it'd be like without.
And I really also don't want to come home to having my couch sprayed with piss because that would definitely happen.
Yeah,
So
they act out.
no,
They act
we
out.
don't need the dogs home alone.
Yeah, we got these new dogs, and these dogs have never been left alone. Every time we saw the guy, he always had the dogs with him. So I don't think they've ever been left alone, like pretty much their whole lives. So they're used to it. They're not used to being alone. And they're not bad. They're good in the car. It's just, yeah, not supposed to be in there 6 hours because of a appointment should take an hour and a half at tops.
And I kept trying to grab a nurse throughout this time after, like it got to be like 3. And like they just come and go so fast, you can't catch a hold of them. It's like, hello. Awesome.
Mango.
I wish I had a mango Neil.
The night is young. We might still have it. I know you keep on showing off your head. Yeah, I did show off mine. What are you guys vaping on? I know you just re-wicked today.
I got my nitrous going on my purple Thelema with the Survivor door, and I've got that banana butterscotch milkshake thing. Oh, it's so good. And as always, my recoil on my other Thelema with the peanut butter milkshake, which is also very delicious. I don't know, Odie. Where did he go?
Where did the man go?
Rocky says, I had a peach make my last pair of shoes, all because I heard they make great cobblers. But duh. All right, we can be done with dad jokes now.
The hippie, what do you got there? Why don't you say it instead of just showing it?
Oh, it's the nitrous 23, of course.
Heard you kind of like it, sort of.
Hell yeah. I'm wanting to put it on my Pulse squonk mod and put it through the squonk test I'm wanting to do on it. Probably gonna do that tonight around the fire pit and stuff. Just have my old Pulse Squonk with this nitrous 23 and put it through its paces with the Squonk mod. But so far, this motherfucker is highly, highly suppressed and just taking over. It's just one of my favorite RDAs now. I mean, especially with a 510 drip tip for flavor testing. Oh my God.
I mean, they say that you have dripping issues with these. Maybe because we got the specialty ones. I've never had that condensation dripping issue on this on these. But we also got the special edition ones. So maybe they had fixed the O-rings by then, tightened them up like they did on that one.
This
But yeah,
motherfucker is
this and the flavor on the nitrous is excellent. Excellent flavor. The deck on that one, actually, the way it is, I think actually condenses the flavor even more with the way it's designed. New deck.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That son of a bitch kicks ass. I mean, kicks ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna buy 2 more of them. I'm gonna buy another one just like this and a silver one. And I hope they come out with some more colors.
That's what held me back from getting them that night, Hippie, is that they had more colors. I don't really have much for blue and white.
I mean,
Well,
we have the
I love
Ross.
blue, blues, and I mean, it fit perfect on this Guar 21, I
see,
mean,
my Guar 21's
perfect.
black. It would work, but I also do like my Venice.
Poppy said he got the silver one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get the silver one too, because
I would have been happy if they just made a solid, a blacked out version. I would have loved one that's blacked out. That'd be awesome.
You never know.
And then Steve-O said he's still running the heck out of the Republic Squonk. Bonza Pro with a single Duchess Hexohm coil is awesome. And he's getting 48 hours of battery life. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Steve-O, are you having problems with your battery door? I'm just curious.
Me too. I'm real curious before I jump that bandwagon of over $100 for one of them some bitches.
I think I checked with him on that at least half a dozen times. He's not having problems with his.
Okay.
But I think well, the top side was like that too. You had some people had the loose door right from the beginning and some people didn't. It kind of depended, but
yeah, I mean, Nick was talking about it on the blog. I did catch that before I passed out because my head was killing me. But
and then I woke up by the time she passed out, so it's really weird. You can't.
He was showing like
top sides, and all 3 of them are crapped out.
Yeah, but he was showing with all of his that you really have to like push on it and slide it to get that battery door to pop. So if something wrong with contact,
I babied the shit out of my mods. You know what I'm saying? I baby the hell out of them because they cost money and they got to last me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I use this, and I got still using the sour what is it? Sour pineapple gummy. Didn't change the label on it. Sour pineapple gummy. And this one, I've been using this as my takeout mod because it's cheap. It's cheap. It's a fog kit. Actually, it came with the topper that's a lot like like these magnetic toppers type thing, and it had one of those on it in the fog kit when it first came with it. But since I don't use stock coils, I prefer coils that can change. They're all Duchess coils at this point. They really are. No joke. I think that the quality of wire that things are made with does make a slight difference. And I know that he was all gung-ho kidney puncher, high quality wire. And it does make a difference on longevity of your coils to a degree.
Oh, good. So Duchess says he's running the Kali V2 on the Cynthia. Okay, with some Duchess coils and apple cream cake from JMW. And LT is here. Hello. Said I had an issue with mine, but I changed the batteries from my Molly 28 to my Molly 30s and no more loose door.
That's a good point that maybe it should be put out there because the batteries can make a difference. There is a little bit of difference in tolerance on the length of a battery, depending on what ones you have. So he went to, 28 to 30s probably has just a little bit more length to it, make it a little tighter. Give it a little bit of pressure to it. Because without the pressure, you're going to, because I think the look of that door, it's only your batteries creating the pressure. That's the only thing giving you push down is your batteries. So if your batteries are a little bit, especially if you get like you know how eventually if you use them a lot like squonks or screw-in types like this, you'll get batteries with dimples in them. I think one of these has got a small dimple in it actually.
I mean, I would accept it late and wait for the second run, but I would love that satin purple one for my birthday. Just saying.
On what? The Republic?
Public.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look sharp as fuck. It reminds me of the top side, you know, and I love that fucking mod when it worked. It kicked ass. But see that Republic has got it's got a better firing. It's quicker, and plus it'll do series at 8 volts straight up. You know what I'm saying?
It's a more modern chipset, and it's a built-in chipset, not like the Empire where it had the chipset you could change out that they had problems with the contacts issue.
Yeah, I won't get no Empire, but that one looks really good. My only issue is that damn door. I hate those kind of doors.
If I have an issue with it, it's that he named them backwards. The first one should have been the Republic. Second one should have been Empire because Empire is superior to the Republic. Sorry.
They need a different bottom door or something, man. Just a different way about it.
We got some more setups here.
Yep. See that?
So Hippo's been vaping the Captain Gummy and a Bonza Pro on top of the Yeehee SX Mini SL all day. Mike's got the Watofo profile on a Vapresso Gen Max and vaping my own. Neil said he is running the Revent Delta Squonk Bonza Pro with his strawberry Twinkie milkshake. Rocky's running a Voltro 38 on the Hog with some milk and honey coffee, of course, because he's a butt. And LT is running an Ascent with Asgard V2 OMG, it's Blueberry by JMW.
Okay. Yeah.
And Mike said creamy snickerdoodle.
And I still got your. It takes a while.
You still have my.
It's running really low on it, but this has got your plum.
Oh, there's more on the table. I saved you some.
The plum's in there, and it's still in the Nevermore on the Gruss. The battery life in that lasts forever because it's MTL, but got good flavor with that plum. That plum's coming through. It does taste different. You get a little bit more of you get less of the bakery and more of the plum with the MTL.
And I also have my Dreamer Clutch with the Goon on top, but I'm not running anything in it because I just cleaned it and I haven't got it rewicked yet.
Yeah, mine's sitting there too. I gotta change the wick, put something in it.
I forgot to say I'm vaping on some mysterious looking stuff. Y'all can't see the label unless you're, really, really technical or whatever. But yeah, I'm vaping on some good stuff.
And in case Bryson here, Bryson, you see this bottle? This bottle needs to come out and be released. Hurry the heck up with it because I want to start putting out recipes with that. I love that flavor, but I can't make anything with it yet, which is kind of bumming me a lot. No, you said it was going to be a little bit for release. You didn't say it's going to be this long. We're ready. We're ready for that. There's 2 or 3 in there that are bangers in that release for Flavora for sure, the betas, and that one is favorite. Yeah, I can't wait till the Flavora's release. Wonder Flavor's release. I think that he's got a good half dozen excellent ones coming out.
That reminds me, I didn't get back to Frank. He asked me a question.
Yeah, Kriplop, I'm the same way. I'm being difficult with it too, with the talking about the Republic. I love the idea. I also love the idea that you could put a really nice, huge atomizer on there. I like my Titan. It's a nice little desktop mod that I can always just enjoy. But the amount of surface area on the top of that, I mean, I almost wish they came out with a Republic non-squonk as well, with a similar surface area on top, maybe a triple battery version instead. That would have been awesome. I would have liked that. Maybe that'll be the what was the new thing that came out after Empire? This Republic is turned into the Empire, and then there's the Rebels. We need we had the recoil Rebels, so they did that. So
I
let's see what's
don't have a
what's the
recoil
new
rebel. I have an
bad
OG
ones.
recoil.
I didn't say yours was the recoil Rebel. I'm saying the recoil Rebel has to do with the Rebel fleet.
Oh,
Hey, y'all, I gotta get off here because I'm fixing to set up everything for me and my wifey tonight.
All right. Good night, hippie. Have a
night,
good one.
hippie.
All right. Y'all have a good evening.
Peace, love.
I heard that. Oh, shit. There we go.
Yeah, not the only one. Honestly, this button. Dan wasn't done with it yet. He had plans to make the button better, and that was actually the weakest point, and he knew it, and he was working on it. So yes, that happens. Fortunately, Republic. That's a good question. You'd have to. I can't remember. It's that would be. Was it made a Republic?
Huh?
What company? What company was that? That's same one he made the Empire. Crap, facing it. You see, Gwen has it. Okay. Dual clamp. No. For plop, we need the 3 seashells.
Vapor's Cloud.
Vapor's Cloud. That's it. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ungrateful. Neil. No, the
NLT.
NLT. Yeah, the 3 seashells. Now, she left toilet paper rolls in the bathroom on the counter. So I drew bullets, pointed to the shell with an arrow to the shell, and C's underneath. I made the 3 seashells. She thought it was
Although
stupid.
technically, because it's sea shells, you should have put the C on top, so you actually made shell C's.
Turn them upside down. I don't care.
Then the C would be backwards.
That's so you can use them in reverse. He sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah. All right. I think we're about to do the giveaway here.
Oh, look at this. We got an asshole. We got an asshole here. Thank you. You did get that song stuck in my head, you fucking dick. I got it out though, so don't even get it back in there because I will poison you.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Look,
you just
those little old ladies got you all worked up.
you just got to remember that X's and O's, they haunt you.
You're a dick. I
It's
hate
such a
you.
bad song.
I hate you so much. Not really. Love you, BFF.
Love you too. I don't have the ability to turn my camera on, so I'm just gonna be a voice in the corner.
Hey, Mike. Other Mike. We got 2 mics.
Oh, hey, Mike Gordon.
No, it's called X's and O's. The song is. It's really. It's.
I think he was trying to get a different song stuck in my head there, Tim. If you
Well,
read the next
that's
part.
really easy. I can do it in 30 seconds or less, but I'm going to get yelled at if I do it.
That
See?
one's even worse. Don't.
See?
Ring My Bell isn't a bad song though. I don't mind that one.
Iron Man kind of works too. Wow, she just starts bobbing her head randomly to no music. Okay.
Safety Dance is actually running through my head now. Thanks, Odie.
Why? Oh no, Bicycle by Queen. There's like 4 or 5 songs you can use that'll get in her head, and there's no way to stop it. It's in your head now, isn't it? Yep. I win. And that wasn't even the worst one. I can do better. There's one about 3 little pigs that gets stuck in her head really well.
No, Neil, do not do that. No.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a little frog there for a second. Sorry.
Who originally got him hooked on that song anyway? Who got that song in his head, in Nick's head?
One of those instant songs
sorry,
that he's doing.
I'm sorry, Neil, but you need to be punished.
Chumbawamba, yeah. Duchess, that was rude.
It was only 10 seconds.
That was so rude. You're
Oh,
such
how
a
mean.
dick nose.
All right. So here we go. Odie's working on it for the future. We got another thing gonna be coming up in the future for the giveaway. So this is a little no frills giveaway. It's the same thing. It works the same way, but it's just he's not focusing on it as much as he is the newer content that's gonna be coming. Trying to work on some usable, watchable content. All right, so we got all the names in. We're ready to go. Here we go. We'll do the Bull City ones first. The one from Bull City. We're gonna pick a winner. So we're gonna snuff out their dreams now. Here we go. I snuffed out a couple, but between Robert and Kim C. Kim, I'll get that to you as soon as I can. So yeah, congratulations, Kim. I don't know if Kim's still here. And then we got the $20 gift card of choice. Be whether you want Bull City, Nomz, or DIY Canada. And nothing out your dreams. Steve-O and Kerplop. Eeny, meeny, miny. Steve-O won. Look at that. Congratulations, Steve-O.
That man has had real good luck recently.
Has he? Oh yeah, you got the Republic recently too.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, that guy wins so much.
Well, there you go. Got Kim and Steve-O won this week.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations, you two.
Steve-O, just let us know where you want yours, because that would be the one from Tim.
Yep. Yeah. So there you go. You got two winners. Odie and I still got to hammer down details. We're getting closer and closer to a totally new content thing. That'll probably be a follow-up. He's thinking on Tuesdays rather than Saturdays, and that might be the case. The Tuesday night show after the big extravaganza series going on now is huge. But yeah.
Okay. And Steve-O said BCF is cool.
All right.
And I have
don't forget,
messaged you.
Yep. And don't forget, guys, everybody, by the way, you can actually save money by using code AFL at any of those three sites and VSO. So, yeah, Duchess, you can save money if you use code AFL at any of those sites, just because somebody might have forgotten once or twice.
Not mentioning any names, BFF.
I don't forget things, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, still working on a lot of stuff, trying to make better content. I do like to have the idea of the segments. I like having a little bit of range with that. Plus, we give more information that way. That's the whole point. Going to be more content coming off on the other channel as well throughout the summer. Extra time's been a little bit hairy because the one thing we didn't go over under Cassie's Corner was the car. It's just been one thing after another. The good news is I've almost got a completely new suspension under that thing. Literally, there's the only thing that hasn't been changed on it.
Oh, shit.
As of this week, when I'm done with what I'm doing now, is the struts. Whole new front suspension.
You missed
100%.
Alexander on the wheel.
Oh, Alexander was on there. He got snuffed out in the beginning when he first hit it. It was on there. I typed that one in. I don't know how the thing does the snuff out thing. It's just when you click it, it gets rid of a couple of names. I've noticed that. Cuts it down before you even get there and then just does a roll. I think it only rolls 8 or 10.
Oh, he just didn't see.
If you look at the beginning before I click the button, it'll show all the names. Your name was in that list. I know it's only there for a few seconds, but it was there.
Hey, Steven.
Even just minutes from being too late for the giveaway. Look at that.
Steven. Mr.
Oh.
Banana Man himself.
Flavor Jungle had a 20% off one shots, ultimates, and FE this weekend too.
They've been doing a lot of sales too. Actually, between Nomz also has a sale going on right now again. I think they just got done with the Easter sale, and I thought I saw another. They can't keep up with the sales, and my code can't even keep up. So my code's there if you just need a default code to go to, but use the one that saves you the most money. You get the emails in or the messages. Use the one that saves you the most money. That's what matters. Yeah, Bull City hasn't been doing a ton of sales. They had a couple holidays and sales that really were good, but Nomz has been nonstop having sales. Flavor Jungle's had quite a few sales lately. I haven't seen that many from DIY Canada, and with the 10% off there is actually a really good code. Because they don't really do a lot of really high-end like percentages off at DIY Canada except for holidays. Which usually Paul informs us when it's happening.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't let us know that they had an Easter sale because they usually do.
I think he did. I think he said something in the group chat. You don't always catch the group chat?
So end of April was the 20% off at Flavor Jungle.
Yeah, Flavor Jungle.
Memorial Day in a month. And while we have Duchess here, you know, you can always DM him and on Instagram, I believe, if you might be looking for some of these things that heat up your coils, heat up your paper.
Hey, Funky Monk.
Among other things. But yeah, I can't deny it. I got so used to your coils, I couldn't bring myself to get anyone else. I almost did, but I couldn't quite do it. I just couldn't.
I even tried those coils that Stan sent, and I couldn't do it.
But they're made out of Chinesium. I'm not surprised.
Well, luckily I have everything except for the 2.5s in stock right now. So
they probably have VG left in stock, most likely, or it might have other uses. Because I know that it was more of like the bulk order thing. They're trying to get away from a lot of the bulk order things, the big bulk order heavy things, because it costs so much to ship. They can't really pass that savings on as much. So you have to pay for the shipping, and it makes it less of a seller. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Food listing. VG has more uses than PG in foods. And we are definitely working on trying the flavors. And I will say, okay, we have figured something out. I'm sorry to those medicine flower lovers and the VSO lovers. They do not work well in
ice cream
food applications where you're not cooking. If you're cooking, you're fine. But if you're doing like the ice cream bases or the slushy bases or the soda stream, they don't work as good because the alcohol note really stands out and doesn't go away quick.
That, and it makes the ice cream like crystallize.
wait, what flavors are this?
Naturally extracted ones like VSO and medicine flower.
Oh, like VSO?
Yeah.
But they don't work they work fine, and we've tried it before in cakes, pancakes, and different things. That you can use those flavors, and those will work fine because you're cooking off the alcohol content. But the way it's extracted, that little bit is a really off-putting flavor in those. But that's one of the things that's different. The natural flavors, there's a difference in natural flavorings. Like Wonder Flavors naturals are fine because they're used by organic compound creations, but they're not like straight up extracts.
Mm-hmm.
So those ones work. There is a difference in all those.
All I heard was VSO sucks. So, I'm just kidding.
That's true. They do have the other, but you do have the other with the oil, but that's true. I haven't tried the other one, Rocky. You're right. All I have is a Silver Line.
Ooh.
Rocky says no alcohol in the medicine flower. Although if they're naturally extracted, they will still possibly have that extraction alcohol taste. Doesn't mean it's got alcohol in it, but it has that extraction alcohol taste. This steeps out in this.
Babe, we have the platinum.
You have the platinum? Okay, so it's definitely like a flavor that sticks through from some of the extraction process.
Oh,
Interesting.
If you're gonna bake or cook with it, it'll be fine. If you're gonna do something that's straight up like a drink mix or something like that, it doesn't work as good. Premium line, yep. Is that what we have as a premium?
my bottle says platinum because I have the blueberry sitting right here on my desk.
Yeah, mine's premium. Mine are premium.
Oh, my blueberry is platinum. I don't know about the other ones.
Platinum. What is platinum? I didn't
I
know there was
don't
platinum.
know. Let me check these other bottles. Hold on.
If it's not mithril, then I don't want
Oh,
it.
okay. People saying the premium line is now called platinum. Okay, that would make sense. Because this what these
Oh,
bottles are newer.
yeah, because all of these say platinum.
So if anyone's looking to put something in the soda stream or something like that, even though medicine flower blueberry is excellent, doesn't really work well in something like that where you don't. It carries through that extraction flavor.
Oh, actually, speaking of, since you're talking about like using it for other applications other than just what we're doing right now, if you were to bake with some of your flavors, and I know it's going to depend on like the flavor house and how like potent the flavor is, but if you had a starting point suggestion
A teaspoon,
for
5 milliliters, start.
a
Or go
a
about what they would.
teaspoon.
A teaspoon's been pretty good. Medicine flower might be a little bit.
So
Might need to go with a half.
if you were making like sugar cookies and you wanted it to taste like fucking caramel cinnamon roll from Flavor West, you would just use like a tablespoon.
For a
Mhm.
full batch of cookies, yes, I would go with a tablespoon.
This is
Okay.
approximate, and yeah, this is what we're going to work on as far as recipes. Is trying to figure out the actual percent.
Just to clarify, tablespoon, not a teaspoon, right?
Tablespoon.
Because
Okay.
that's a bigger batch.
Okay,
Because you got to remember, Tim, we use a
wanna make
teaspoon in our pint of ice cream.
Yeah,
So if you're
pint of ice
talking a batch of cookies, you're going to want like a
In a pint of ice cream that
Okay, all right.
butter
I just wanted
pecan
to
came
clarify.
through excellent.
tablespoon. Hey, Fitty. Yeah, and
Yeah,
frosting.
we have done it in the frosting, the good in the frosting. Same
That
problem
coconut
though.
frosting.
Same problem though with the frosting because it's not a cook thing. Anything that's extracted are going to carry that note. What we've tested so far, we haven't had one that hasn't. But the cake side of it, you could use medicine flour in that or so in that without an issue. I'm sure you can because we've used it in pancakes before and stuff like that, and it works fine. But you have to cook out that note.
All right. So Fitty's trying to clarify this here. He said, medicine flour premium has 0 alcohol. It's based in vegetable-based PG. Silver is alcohol, gold is oil. Premium will be platinum.
That is good. No, but the alcohol note from the extraction.
I mean, these are all fairly recent because the 3 of them I got from the contest there, and then the wild raspberry
Yep.
was sent to us not long before that.
Yeah.
In coffee, I usually use about 10 drops in a cup of coffee.
That is about right, but I'm trying to think of how much it is milliliters wise because I did do drops as well. Thinking.
Yeah. I haven't tried any in iced tea, Odie, but I do in my coffee.
I would think the iced tea would be almost the same as coffee, maybe a tiny bit less because it'd be less intrusive. I disagree with you, Rocky. There is an alcohol note in the premium line. It's not. Once you let it steep, it goes away. But that's what she's waiting for now. That's that astringent note you get out of it. It's from the natural alcohol extraction. they have to extract the flavor. They got to use something like an alcohol to pull the flavor, and then they extract the flavor out of the alcohol. Batteries are dead. Damn. Yeah. Oh, so I can unpin that comment. And I do want to go over this. Let's see what we got here in this poll. So, majority of the people here in this chat, at least, order from BCF, 77%, 18% from Nomz, and DIY Canada, 4%. I get the Canada thing. The Canada thing's not necessarily cost effective, but man, did they have some flavor. I mean, I didn't realize them. Not just the real flavors either. They actually carry like practically whole lines of major companies' flavors that I didn't realize they did. 1,900 and some odd flavors. If Odie's still here, he'll have the count. It's there, Fiddy. It's there. 100% there. So I would double check with them if they're actually doing a cold press because I don't think they are.
Rude, Odie. But yes, thank you, Stephen. I've been waiting for him to show up to do this because he said he should be here about 8 and he's definitely late. But happy birthday, Uncle Paulie.
Yeah, that's right. It is Polly's birthday today.
But no, he's not 126.
Not?
No.
Oh, is that just Canadian math? Oops.
Doesn't look
That
a
just-
day over 127. Jesus.
Is that Canadian math? Is that's like doing an exchange rate for, exchange rate?
Yeah,
Maybe.
like kilometers to miles per hour.
Yeah. Or, Canadian dollars, American dollars.
Yeah.
But look at Stephen being all brave in the chat there.
Yeah.
He could just come and say it out loud.
Well, depends on where he's at. He might not be home or be able to.
Well, he did say he just got home when he came into the chat, so.
He said counting in dog years.
And Addie is doing well. Talked to him a couple days ago. So, yeah, that's it for the day. We got everything done. We went through everything. Gift cards are going to go out as soon as the show's over. And anything else we need to go over? Oh, yeah, don't forget, you got a few more days left for the ELR contest.
Behind the chat is automatic no offense rules. Okay, gotcha.
And yeah, that's a controversial thing too, Fiddy, but it's not like just me, by the way. You're acting like it's very well known in the community. Many people that know.
Yeah,
Oh.
like that's why it needs like 5 days because it goes away after like 5 to 7 days.
Oh, the citrus and super sweet is what I was talking about.
Oh! I thought you were talking about
Because citrus bite. It's not really so much a flavor; it's more of a bite than that. NFL's
been paying attention to it.
none, absolutely none. Nobody. All right, you take care. Have a good week. We'll be back on Tuesday with the flavor series, butterscotch caramels, and everything else. It's near there. And then, yeah, next Saturday. What is next Saturday? They're up. The whole next month is up. Remember? Look. Before we go, look and see what it is. Next Saturday is
May 3rd.
Yeah, but what is the show for next? I'm not. I can't see it. Doesn't do mine in order.
All right, I will open up YouTube and I'll look.
Yeah, I see like everything's been done because we're live. It changes my view.
Mm,
When she gets an answer, we'll get out of here. And everybody have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe and enjoy the warm weather for everybody here in the U.S.
517, 510.
And next week's milk and honey recipe. So
Sour mixes.
sour
Sour
mixes. That's right.
mixes, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sour. Thank you. That's just, yeah, sour mixes because that's not an easy thing to pull off. I thought that we haven't done a challenging week in a while. It's really hard to get sour to really truly come forward in vape.
Thank you,
So
Buster.
I think it's a wicked challenge. So
No, it's not, Odie.
what would you say? Milk and honey recipes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Bobby.
One of them's here. He's just not on camera. And the hippie just took off. And Paulie's enjoying his birthday. And everybody else is busy, I guess. So have a good
Paul's
night.
drunk again, like usual.
Possibly. It is his birthday. Yeah, that's true. Steve-O's got a good point. Turn up your sweetener and sour mixes. That does help a great deal.
Oh,
Mm.
they're walking around town maze full of Steve.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Steven!
Bye.
Bye.